I didn't know until recently that you were an actual magician. So I guess my question is, how do you feel about Lucy being the thing that kind of has propelled you forward rather than your skill set as a magician?
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I have no interest in being perceived as like a killer magician. The best way, in my opinion, to consume magic is to not know it's coming. The goal has always been to be like, to not notice that you're at a variety show. To not notice that there was stand-up and crowd work and magic and singing and dance and comedy and improv, and to not notice it because it's a Lucy show. You are my favorite kind of audience member because when people don't know there's magic, I'm like, fantastic. Because then the magic feels like world building and not like an attempt to outsmart anybody, which for me, that my relationship with magic has never been an attempt to outsmart anyone. My relationship with magic is like, everything's magic. Anything that relieves something of its ordinariness is magic to me. Like a painting is magic because that was paint, but now it's a flower. That's a magic trick. I think on an evolutionary level, in a world where in order for us to exist as a culture, most of the people have to ignore most of the things most of the time, it would make sense that there would be an art form that's designed to go, hi, I'm gonna know so much about this tiny piece of cardboard that I'm gonna make you think I'm a witch. But I'm not. I just care so much about tiny squares of cardboard, and you don't. That's the only difference between me and you. And my job is to remind you that tiny pieces of cardboard are somehow extraordinary. And so the whole show is kind of follows that reference to magic is, you know, I meet somebody in the room, and the goal is to make them magic, to go, okay, maybe you've never been on stage, or you'd feel uncomfortable, this doesn't feel like something you could do, but you're wrong, and I'm gonna prove it in front of all these people. No one's ever really proved me wrong. Like, everybody is in themselves like, I'm gonna cry. Very early on in doing this, I would try to pick the right people. And I would think that the reason the show went well is because I'm good at picking the right people. And more, sometimes I'll have no control over who I can pick because it has to be like the person by the stairs or something. And they're always extraordinary. And I think it's just that matter of like, they need someone else to go, I can get through the sentence. They just need somebody else to give them the opportunity, but also to look in their eyes with a level of certainty. Anyway, to answer your question all in a very roundabout way, I love that you didn't know there's magic tricks. Because I'm not really trying to do a traditional magic show. But there is always this moment of like, they're like, yeah, but the show has like 2 tricks in it. And I went, no, it doesn't. You just aren't paying attention to the magic, really. Like, you have a much more narrow, perception of what magic is. I'm gonna answer somebody's question.